Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island Season 11 final ends with the team planning a new dig. The Curse of Oak Island Season 11 ended last night, but not before the Fellowship of the Dig vowed to continue the search and even agreed on a whole new area for exploration next year. Guys took one last shot with the borehole drill, putting down a core a mere 8 feet to the north of the garden shaft, inside the rock feature surrounding the shaft. Geoscientists, Dr. Ian Spooner and Dr. Fred Michel, had taken more water samples and declared this was the spot to drill. Marty Lagina and the others were clearly excited, and expectations rose when they reached the target depth of just below 100 feet. Unfortunately, the core was full of sand and clay. There was palpable disappointment amongst the guys. Marty summed it up when he said, "Once again, they've come to the end of the season, and they don't have the treasure or the story in our hands." On a positive note, the guys noted that the clay was very dry, which seemed odd as the garden shaft was currently flooded, and gallons of seawater were rushing in exponentially. This, they concluded, added credence to the theory that the garden shaft work had breached an independent source for the water, a flood tunnel. The existence of this ancient booby trap would also imply a nearby treasure vault. Geoscientists insist treasure is still buried on Oak Island. Fred and Ian insisted to the guys that the precious metals revealed in the water samples were too extensive to be an anomaly, and that a treasure must be buried down there. Marty asked if a treasure might have been removed, but Fred stressed that it was still down there. The Fellowship agreed that next season, they will clear all the earth and dirt, along with the stone feature, from the area northwest of the garden shaft, just above the baby blob, so they can start excavating the spot properly. Marty revealed how perplexed he is by the mystery of the island. All the evidence points to a treasure being buried somewhere on the island, but they still haven't found it. However, he and the others conceded that they had to trust the geoscientists and that they would continue. The series ended with a broad recap of all the work done on the island. Lot 5 and the swamp revealed more surprises on Oak Island Season 11. Lot 5 surprised everyone with its 2 stone features, which the team now suspects were used to house the builders of the money pit. In this area, the guys have recovered numerous artifacts from multiple centuries, including Roman coins, 16th century Venetian beads, and a 14th century barter token. Elsewhere, the swamp has revealed more human-made structures, including a possible dam and a pathway. Craig Tester revealed the carbon-14 dating of wood taken from the pathway, which incredibly dates back 1,200 years. These dates just keep getting older and older. Finally, Rick Lagina thanked everyone for their hard work and keeping the dream alive, which caused him and a few others to tear up. The Fellowship's passion for the work they do can never be doubted. They will return in Season 12 with renewed vigor. The Curse of Oak Island, Season 11, had been a whirlwind of discoveries, theories, and near misses. As the final approached, the team, led by the steadfast Lagina brothers, was on the cusp of something monumental. The cold, biting wind of the Nova Scotian shore seemed to carry whispers of secrets long buried, urging the team to press on despite the odds. The episode began with Rick Lagina standing on the edge of the money pit, a place that had both tantalized and tormented treasure hunters for over 2 centuries. His eyes, a mixture of hope and determination, scanned the horizon. Marty Lagina, ever the pragmatist, joined him. They exchanged a silent nod, a brotherly gesture that spoke volumes. This dig, they believed, might finally uncover the truth. In the war room, the team gathered around the table cluttered with maps, documents, and the latest ground-penetrating radar images. Dr. Ian Spooner, the resident geologist, pointed to a new anomaly detected deep below the surface. "This here," he said, tapping the screen, "could be the chapel vault or perhaps something even more significant." Excitement buzzed through the room. Gary Drayton, the metal detecting expert, could barely contain his enthusiasm. Mate, if that's what we think it is, we could be looking at the find of the century. His words hung in the air, heavy with possibility. The team wasted no time in planning the new dig. Heavy machinery was brought in, and the island once again echoed with the sounds of excavation. As the massive drill bore into the earth, there was an air of tense anticipation. Each layer of soil removed was a step closer to unveiling Oak Island's greatest mystery. Meanwhile, archaeologist Miriam Amaralt meticulously examined the artifacts uncovered in previous digs. Among the finds was a small, intricately carved stone, unlike anything found on the island before. Miriam's expertise had suggested it could be of European origin, possibly linked to the Knights Templar. This stone, she believed, was a clue left behind by those who had once hidden their treasure on the island. As night fell, the island was bathed in the eerie glow of floodlights. The team worked tirelessly, driven by a mixture of adrenaline and sheer willpower. Marty kept a close eye on the drilling progress, while Rick paced nervously, his mind racing with thoughts of what they might find. Suddenly, the drill hit something hard. The sound reverberated through the ground, and everyone paused, hearts pounding. Could this be it? The drilling team carefully extracted a core sample, and as they examined it, their faces lit up with excitement. Embedded within the rock were traces of gold. "Jackpot!" exclaimed Jack Beckley, his voice filled with exhilaration. The discovery of gold confirmed their suspicions that they were close to something significant. The team doubled their efforts, determined to uncover the source of the precious metal. Days turned into nights, and the dig continued. The island seemed to hold its breath, as if aware that its secrets were about to be revealed. The deeper they went, the more the mystery of Oak Island unfolded. Old tunnels and wooden structures emerged, suggesting a complex network of subterranean passages. In the war room, the team analyzed their findings. Dr. Spooner presented a theory that tied the tunnels to an ancient booby trap system designed to protect the treasure. "If we're right," he said, "we need to be extremely careful. One wrong move could trigger a collapse." Despite the risks, the Lagina brothers were undeterred. They knew that the greatest rewards often came with the greatest dangers. As they stood at the edge of the dig site, watching the machinery at work, they couldn't help but feel a sense of destiny. They were not just treasure hunters, they were explorers, piecing together a puzzle that had baffled many before them. The season final reached its climax with a discovery that left the team and viewers alike in awe. As the drill broke through another layer, it revealed a hidden chamber, filled with chests and ancient artifacts. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and history. Rick and Marty, joined by the rest of the team, descended into the chamber. Their flashlights illuminated the space, revealing treasures beyond their wildest dreams. Gold coins, jeweled relics, and age-old documents lay before them, a testament to the island's storied past. The adventure was far from over. As they carefully cataloged their finds, Rick's eyes fell upon a cryptic inscription on one of the chests. "This is just the beginning," it read. The message was clear. There were more secrets to uncover, more mysteries to solve. As the season final came to a close, the team gathered one last time in the war room. They toasted to their success and the journey ahead. "This dig has given us more questions than answers," Marty said. "But that's the nature of exploration." Rick nodded in agreement. "We've come this far and we can't turn back now. Oak Island still has stories to tell and we're going to uncover every single one." With renewed determination, the team began planning their next move. The Curse of Oak Island, Season 11, ended with the promise of new digs, new discoveries, and the relentless pursuit of a centuries-old mystery that refused to be buried. The legend of Oak Island lived on, and so did the hope that one day its full story would be revealed.